Hello, and welcome to the US 301 Widening and Realignment Project Open House. The information shared today will cover plans to widen US 301 from County Road 470 to Florida's Turnpike. This open house is being offered in person and online to provide multiple ways for the community to participate. Currently, US 301 is a two-lane undivided highway that flows through the downtown area of the city of Coleman. The Florida Department of Transportation, or FDOT, completed a Project Development and Environment, or PD&E study in 2019 to evaluate options to widen the roadway. The study evaluated a no-build option, an option to widen US 301 along the existing path, and an option to widen the roadway and build a new road to realign the highway around the city of Coleman. The preferred option was Alternative 2, which includes the realignment. In 2023, Florida's legislature approved the Moving Florida Forward Infrastructure Initiative to provide additional funding to support critical needs on state-owned roadways. The FDOT identified previously approved projects with broad community support that only lacked funding to begin construction. US 301 is one of these projects. Benefits include improved traffic flow and reduced travel delays, a streamlined route for truck traffic, and a more pedestrian-friendly environment in downtown Coleman. The project also supports regional economic vitality. Now let's take a closer look at the overall project. The limits are from County Road 470 to Florida's Turnpike. This project has been divided into 3 segments for construction to make it more manageable and to allow work to begin sooner. Starting at the southern end, Project 430-132-2 will widen US 301 from County Road 470 to Industrial Park Drive, also known as County Road 525E and the Coleman Connector. The middle segment is Project 430-132-4, which will build a 4-lane road from Industrial Park Drive to just south of Warm Springs Avenue, or County Road 468. This road will eventually become the realigned portion of US 301. The third segment is Project 430-132-5, which will complete the widening from south of Warm Springs Avenue to Florida's Turnpike. The proposed typical section would provide a 12-foot wide outside lane and an 11-foot wide inside lane in each direction, with a 22-foot to 28-foot wide median. Median openings and left turn lanes will be provided along the corridor for access. The exact locations will be determined during final design. The project also proposes to build 12-foot wide shared use paths on both sides of the road. The first segment to go to construction will be Project 430-132-4, which will build the new 4-lane roadway that will eventually become the realigned portion of US 301. This project will begin on the east side of the existing US 301 intersection with Industrial Park Drive and continue to just south of Warm Springs Avenue. The path closely follows the alignment determined during the PD&E study. During design, the alignment on the eastern end was shifted slightly to avoid power transmission poles at Warm Springs Avenue. This slight shift also means that the Trinity Baptist Church's buildings will not be impacted. This segment will be constructed without any travel impacts to US 301 and will not be open to traffic until the other segments are finished. This rendering shows how the realigned portion of US 301 will connect to the existing roadway east of Coleman. The project will build the future new connection to what is now US 301. The new connection will provide access to the new roadway for traffic coming from Coleman. The northern segment, Project 430-132-5, will tie into the new alignment and make improvements at Warm Springs Avenue. The FDOT has completed the concept design for the realigned portion of US 301. The project will be constructed using a design-build contract. The selected firm will finish development of the construction plans and build the road. Right-of-way acquisition for the project is in progress for the entire corridor and is expected to finish in spring 2026. All impacted property owners have been notified by the department's right-of-way agents. The FDOT plans to advertise the design-build contract in March 2025 and choose the winning team in June. Construction can begin once right-of-way acquisition is completed in spring 2026. Additional community outreach will occur before construction begins. The estimated cost to build the new road is about $40 million. The next section expected to go to construction will be Project 430132-2, which is the southern portion of the corridor from County Road 470 to Industrial Park Drive. This section will also be constructed using a design-build contract. The department plans to advertise for the design-build team in July 2025 and make the selection in fall 2025. Construction is anticipated to start in late 2026 at an estimated cost of $59 million. The winning design-build team will conduct additional community outreach prior to construction. Work on the southern segment will include creating a new signalized intersection at Industrial Park Drive to connect to the new road. The final segment will be Project 430132-5, which will complete the widening from south of Warm Springs Avenue to Florida's Turnpike. The design project team expects to finish the construction plans in late 2026. Construction is anticipated to start in summer 2027 at an estimated cost of $67 million. Improvements in this section include construction of a new two-lane roundabout at Marsh Bend Trail, which will help to promote safe travel through the corridor. This rendering shows the concept for the roundabout. As with the other two segments, the community will receive additional information and opportunities to participate in this project before construction begins. The FDOT is also aware of the heavy congestion and delays that exist at Florida's Turnpike interchange. Florida's Turnpike Enterprise has plans to widen the turnpike from 4 to 6 lanes from I-75 to south of US 301. That project will include interchange improvements that impact US 301. However, because the US 301 widening will be constructed before the turnpike widening, the department is planning to build interim improvements near the interchange to help relieve congestion. This slide shows a rendering of the planned improvements. The proposed concept would widen US 301 through the interchange. It would also improve turn lanes and widen the ramps. The project will not include any work on the Turnpike Bridge or the Turnpike Main Line. The department is working to advance these improvements to construction as quickly as possible. Your feedback is important and we want to hear from you. You may speak directly to project team members, submit written questions or comments, or provide comments online through the project website at www.cflroads.com or during the webinar. While comments and questions are welcomed at any time, those submitted by March 3rd will be included in the public record for this open house. You may also reach FDOT Project Manager Derek Dean directly by email at derek.dean@dot.state.fl.us or by U.S. mail at the Florida Department of Transportation, 719 South Woodland Boulevard, Mail Station 542, DeLand, Florida 32720. You may also call Mr. Dean at 386-943-5161 to provide verbal comments during normal business hours. This public meeting was advertised and is being conducted in accordance with state and federal requirements, including Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express their concerns about Title VI may do so by contacting Melissa McKinney, District 5 Title VI Coordinator, by mail at 719 South Woodland Boulevard, Mail Station 501, DeLand, Florida 32720, by phone at 386-943-5077, or by email at melissa. stephen.mckInney@dot.state.fl.us. You may also contact Stephen Kulikowski, statewide Title VI Coordinator, by mail at 605 Sewanee Street, Mail Station 65, Tallahassee, Florida 32399, by phone at 850-414-4742, or by email at stefan.kulowski@dot.state.fl.us. This information is shown on a sign at the in-person location, on the project website, and in the meeting notifications. Your participation is important throughout the life of the project. As mentioned earlier, the department intends to offer additional opportunities to learn about the specific segment projects and to provide feedback prior to construction. We invite you to visit the project web pages to stay up to date on the status of each segment. Go to www.cflroads.com and type the project number in the search box at the top of the page. Then click Go. Thank you for participating in the US 301 Project Open House. The FDOT appreciates your input as we work to develop projects that reflect our commitment to focus on the communities they serve. We urge you to stay involved in this project and to stay safe. Have a great evening.